It's totally crazy. There are monkeys everywhere. I finally made it to the national park, and there's crazy scenery. I think they use it for avatar, and I have to wait a little bit. Might get a coffee in the meantime. So that's interesting. That's the first monkey I've been seeing. This brother is enjoying the corn that he fought for and defended against the other monkeys. So apparently many times things get lost in communication. We already know that happening when we speak the same language, but especially if you talk through a translator, often it's like, I ask the question, I'm walking many kilometers here, like, if I go to the east gate, is there a bus that can take me back to the south gate? And he's like, no. And he pulls out his phone and he says something, and the translation of what he said tells me, go to the east gate and then transfer back to the south gate. Lost in communication. Also, I almost got into a fight with a monkey because I'm a human and I've never seen a monkey before, and I could feel, don't go too close to the monkeys, but you know, I'm like, there's a monkey and I need to touch him. And he was like, I was like, go fuck off. Okay, I fucked up. Go. Yay, come towards me. Hello. And bye-bye. While my neck is now finished shedding the old skin, my arm just started doing that. It's so interesting. I want to share a dream that I had tonight. It was very strange. So it was kind of a holiday house, and many of my old school colleagues from elementary school were there, and high school, what we have in Austria. It's not really high school, but maybe the equivalent. And the vibe was very strange. Mostly it was the girls that I saw, actually. One or two maybe from my best friends from back then also, who went in the same class as me. And there was this kind of like distance that I perceived back in the days. It's uncomfortable, anxious. For me, I want to get close, but I'm not confident enough. And then there was this moment where my father was also in the room. It didn't look like my father, but in the dream he was my father. Actually reminds me more of one of my work colleagues. And he was making this drama, and for example, when I would say something, and I don't know why, I said it in English, and in my dream he could understand English, but he wasn't like listening very well or something like that. And every time he wouldn't understand, he would ask my other best friend from back in the day, like, what did he say? And I got really angry, and it's like, why don't you ask me to repeat what I just said? Why are you asking him? And we got into this conflict, and then he kind of like left the room, and then he came back with a nail here, or like on this side, I don't remember, but he had like a nail, like hammered that in for some reason. And we had this like really intense moment where we were like, the tension was there, wanting to connect, but we couldn't really. There was these things in the room and that stood between us, and then he left. I think then that is when I woke up. Dream channel number 1. Also, it has been raining for 3 days. I think I arrived 3 days ago. That's 2 nights. Gonna stay 1 more. Continuous rain. I have very thin summer shoes. I had plastic bags yesterday. And there are no real supermarkets. There are no supermarkets that, you know, if you're from Germany, Austria, France, Spain, whatever, there's no supermarkets like that here in China. They just don't do it. I'm walking now a bit to find something that hopefully resembles something like that. I'm looking for my breakfast. I miss my breakfast. I don't want to eat Chinese. The Chinese food is great, but after 2 weeks of eating it continuously, also like as the first meal of my day, I just want to have some boiled eggs, some bread, some spread, some butter. Give me some tea and coffee, and I'm happy. Mwah. This chair is for the ultra chill. So I found a small supermarket that would sell me eggs and something that resembles bread, and I have cold coffee. Oh my god, the dog? Is it looking? It did not know. It's just crossing the street, motherfucker. This dog is my dog. Woo, woo. And I'm gonna use my water cooker that you have in every hotel. Did I come from here? I did not come from here. I use my water cooker to prepare myself breakfast that resembles the breakfast that I know as closely as possible. Trend. The water cooker, after boiling around eight eggs. Great, huh? I was about to boil more eggs for my trip tomorrow. Few hours tripping on the train, and I boil some water. I put them in. What I see is they are floating above water, which means one thing, and that is they are old as fuck. I've been eating around 6 eggs of those today. But I'm good until now. Let's see what will happen. Okay. Sugarcane, I know it from South America, yes. How to eat sugarcane. Okay, at this point, I look the most ridiculous out of all of them, and most of them are hiding it, but the women like it, and the men probably judge me. Who cares? In Changsha, South Railway Station, it's freaking huge. Like 1 billion people. And I'm going to, where is it? 10A. That's my train. Chee chee chee. Am I holding now? Okay. I'm back home. I'm in my new apartment, which I just had for 2 days before I left to China. Look at this. I love it. It's round. And look at this. It's spring. There are flowers. Yeah, my inside camera, right?
Just want to share this quick thought that I think it's just crazy that we can be like this and suddenly at the other side of the world. With a 30-hour journey back. First I went from Changzhou to Shenzhen, from Shenzhen 12-hour flight to Vienna. The last few hours I spent with a wonderful woman that I met on the airplane, and I'm just grateful when I think back. Mostly for two things, of course. I'm grateful for the experiences that I had. Grateful for China. New culture. And the people that I met. Okay. Maybe I'll record something more later, but for now I think this is it. These are the last words of these vlogs, of this vlog series. If you've watched, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and be part of the tribe, because it's a vibe. Woo! Is it a wave? Whoa! Whoa, it looks cool. Shh. Yeah. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. Be real, and see you around. Mwah!